I was exactly 16 steps away from dying. No warning, no pain, just a silent killer inside my chest known as the Widowmaker. If you're watching this, you probably have a smartwatch on your wrist right now. You think it's just for tracking steps or checking text messages. I thought the exact same thing. But today I'm standing here to tell you how a brand new watch, a stubborn wife, and the hand of God snatched me back from a funeral home. My main heart artery was 80% blocked. Here's the crazy story of how I almost died, and the simple warnings you might be ignoring right now. I've been an Apple enthusiast since 1984. MacBooks, iPads, watches, you name it. I've used it. But I've never ever expected one of these devices to save my life. It all started in March 2025. My wife and I realized our old Apple gear was about to lose its trade-in value, so we decided to upgrade everything. I strapped on a brand new Apple Watch. A few days later, I was setting up my health app to pair with my glucose meter. When the app opened, 3 bright red warnings flashed on the screen. It said my heart rate had repeatedly plunged below 40 beats per minute. My first reaction? I took the phone to my wife and complained, "This watch is absolute garbage." But my wife, she wasn't laughing. She looked at the screen, looked at me, and said, "You're making a doctor's appointment right now." That appointment set off a medical roller coaster. My doctor ran 3 EKGs and immediately found atrial fibrillation, or AFib, which is a dangerously irregular and fast heartbeat. Next came the cardiologist, who strapped a Holter monitor to my chest for a week. When the results came back, it looked like an absolute disaster zone. Atrial fib, irregular beat. Bradycardia, dangerously slow heart rate. VTAC, the bottom of the heart beating out of control. Asystole. Asystole is just a fancy medical word for my heart was completely stopping. To keep me alive, the cardiologist told me I needed a pacemaker. Now, I'm a stubborn guy. I didn't want a machine implanted in my chest, but my wife insisted. And as the old saying goes, happy wife, happy life. We got the pacemaker put in, and I figured I was completely cured. I was wrong. The real test was still waiting for me on the stairs. Fast forward to just a few weeks ago. I was carrying our 4 little Yorkies up to the second floor of our house. It's 18 steps. I usually carry them 2 at a time, and I've done it for over a year without a single issue. But on the very last climb, I froze on step 16. My lungs felt completely empty. I couldn't catch my breath. My wife saw me sitting there and asked, "What's wrong? Do you have chest pain?" I brushed it off. "I'm fine. I think I just feel my pacemaker firing." She didn't argue. She just pointed at the phone and told me to call the cardiologist. Normally I would have debated her, but in that exact moment, a profound feeling of peace came over me. I felt the presence of God telling me, "Listen to her. Stop fighting." So I called. At the clinic, the doctor asked if I had chest pain. I looked him in the eye and said no. Before the doctor could even nod, my wife blurted out, "He's lying." And thank God she did. The cardiologist looked at me and said, "Sir, you can't actually feel your pacemaker firing." The room went quiet. I knew right then I had to submit. I agreed to a cardiac catheterization where they guide a tube through your blood vessels directly to your heart. During the procedure, they found it. My left anterior descending artery, the Widowmaker, was 80% blocked. I was days, maybe hours away from a massive fatal heart attack. They immediately put in a stent to hold the artery open. I walked out of that hospital alive. So why am I sharing this with you today? Because the human body is incredibly quiet when it's in trouble, but it does send warnings. If you are ignoring a weird feeling in your chest, or if your smartwatch is trying to tell you your heart rate is abnormal, please do not ignore it. I'm standing here today because of 3 things. 1, a smartwatch that caught a silent problem early. 2, a stubborn wife who loved me enough to call me out on my lies. Number 3, a loving God who quieted my stubborn heart so I would listen. Listen to your body. Listen to your spouse, and if you haven't yet, look into getting a watch that monitors your heart health. It literally saved my life. If this story touched you, or if you think someone in your family needs to hear this warning, please share this video with them. Hit that subscribe button for more tech tips and real life stories. God bless you and your family. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.